Alright, so we got the great Scouring explained by an Australian. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. And make sure you guys follow my Twitch down below. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey guys and gal, the Horus Heresy was a super shit time to be a loyalist. They lost worlds, Primarchs, and even their emperor. Everything sucked and nowhere was safe. However, after the heresy, it was the traitors' turn to enter the come zone. Legions of vengeful, highly motivated loyalists hunting down and massacring the traitors with extreme prejudice, driving them out of nearly every nook and cranny. There is a reason why Chaos took 10,000 years to become a threat again.
10,000 years to become a threat? Wait, so you tell me that the entire rebuilding stage of the Chaos was 10,000 years? Oh yeah, bro, I'm tapping out right there. I'm tapping out after year one, no lie.
And it was because of the Great Scouring.
Hey, forget that.
But the Scouring wasn't entirely one-sided. The traitors were not a toothless creature, and they still managed to deal some mortal blows to the loyalists, even as they were driven back into the Eye of Terror. And with the Scouring series about to kick off, I thought it'd be a great time to dive into the broad strokes of the events after the heresy to get you lubed up and ready for when the series kicks off.
Oh, Lord have mercy. He talking about getting us lubed up and everything. GG's.
Before we get started, you know what I'm going to say. The Big EV2, baby. So let's get into it.
Let's get into it!
For killing Horus and being mortally wounded in turn, everyone was in disarray. However, the traitors were hit harder. With Horus gone, the warp was violently thrown back, leaving many traitor marines depowered and confused. The loyalists counterattacked from many angles: the palace, the hidden phalanx, and the dormant battle fleet Solar, whilst Guilliman also arrived and engaged the traitor fleets. During this counterattack, an absolute shitload of traitors died, most notably the World Eaters, Death Guard, and Sons of Horus. And by this point, the other traitor legions had left the siege.
Boy, everybody getting wiped out. Everybody. Yo, you know what I'm gonna say, bro? This whole Horus Heresy thing, bro, somebody gotta do a video like how many people passed away. Now I know it seems like a sad video, bro, but like I hear like that the Horus Heresy was legit like a, bro, it was a slaughterhouse, bro. Like, bro, legit, even though like, you know, the Emperor and like his side technically won, bro, the Emperor, bro, he came out limping. He looked like old man Jenkins. Bro, like, I'm pretty sure, like, half of the Primarchs died on the Loyalist side. I'm pretty sure half died on the Traitor side as well. Horus, bro, he got sent to the Shadow Realm. Bro, everybody was down bad at the Horus Heresy. Now, obviously, me, Vulcan. Oh, no, Vulcan. Oh, snap. Never mind. Hey, be quiet. Don't let. Hey, stop laughing. It's not funny. I know y'all in the comments snickering right now. Like, I just told a crazy joke. It's not funny, yo. What happened to Vulcan was unfair, and he got jumped, okay? I don't want nobody in the comments talking about something. Oh, I told you that's what happened. Be quiet. Shh. Be quiet, yo.
Or only had a small force present. This is why, during the Scouring, the World Eaters, Death Guard, and Sons of Horus barely feature. There was very few of them still left alive. It's a miracle any survived, with the lore literally stating that if there were 30% more loyalists still alive on Terra when Horus died, not a single traitor would have survived to leave Terra. Now, although Horus rushed the heresy, his forces still conquered many Imperial worlds. These worlds assisted his supply chain and provided fresh recruits, but he hadn't established a new empire. The goal was always to rush to Terra, take the throne, and then become the new emperor of mankind from there. So the traitors didn't have many solid strongholds to retreat to and regain their strength. To make
By the way, y'all, real quick, before we even continue on with this, y'all, make sure you guys follow my Twitch down below. But also, no more plugs. Also, y'all, the PlayStation showcase is tomorrow. Bro, I could not wait. Comment down below. What do y'all think, you know, we're going to see? Because usually a PlayStation showcase that's like later in the year be having some absolutely bangers. So I cannot wait to, yo, there's going to be a lot of videos tomorrow. There's going to be a lot of Warhammer videos. And there also will be a lot of PlayStation showcase videos as well, y'all. So get ready for that. Make sure you guys have your sub notifications turned on. And I will be streaming tomorrow as well. I'm going to be streaming every single day as well. I'm going to be recording videos and everything. Hey, we're going to be killing it for the rest of the year, okay? Make sure you guys get locked and loaded. Make sure you guys be seated. Everybody take their seats because we coming through. Choo-choo!
Worse for the traitors, the Lion went on a genocidal campaign against the various traitor homeworlds. He blew up Barbarous and Chemos, with the other traitor homeworlds already been destroyed or abandoned. Now, a lot of the current Scouring lore is quite old and is open to being subtly retconned in the new Scouring series. But much like how the Horus Heresy fleshed out the setting rather than retconned all the lore, I do think the broad strokes will still apply. Now, just after the siege, there was a period of time where the loyalists and traitors could regather themselves. The Lion and Leman arrived on Terra after Guilliman, and a big argument broke out between the Primarchs on if the legions could remain intact or needed to be broken into chapters to ensure no one man could wield so much power again. This internal dispute allowed the traitors to dig in and prepare for the loyalist counterattack. The debate over splitting up the legions would rage for most of the Scouring, only really being decided on later. Each of the loyalists sort of went off to do their own thing. The Lion didn't actually do much during the Scouring, from what we know, as after Terra he went straight to Caliban, attacked his now traitorous homeworld, and then was knocked into a coma and vanished. Guilliman put in a huge shift during the Scouring. He attacked the Alpha Legion and killed what appeared to be Omegon, but was likely just a body double. They then went on to attack Olympia alongside the Imperial Fist, resulting in the Iron Warriors nuking their own world instead of letting it fall into Loyalist hands. Any world that was too corrupted was subject to relentless exterminatus by the Loyalists. They would not tolerate even a speck of chaos in their new Imperium. However, the Scouring also presented unforeseen problems. Many Xeno empires that were driven off during the Crusade had come back and were wreaking havoc on the newly weakened Imperium. Many other human worlds or systems had rebelled against both Horus and the Emperor, seeing this as an opportunity to reclaim their sovereignty from a weakened Imperium. So the
I'm gonna keep it real, man. I can't even say that. He looked kind of cool, y'all. I'll say it. Hey, maybe it's just me. He looked kind of cool, y'all. He looked cool. I'm gonna keep it real. Usually I'm a hater. Now listen, if it's not Vulcan on the screen, usually I don't really give out too many ratings like that. So hey, tell this dude right here to go. Don't get his hopes up. But if I'm keeping it real, he looks kind of cool. I hate giving props, yo.
Scouring was a full-on chaotic war of hot-headed loyalists ripping through Xenos, independent systems, and traitors alike. Now, I do wish that I could just say that it was awesome revenge for the loyalists and that they dominated.
That
wasn't really the case. Perturabo and Rogal Dorn had their ultimate showdown during the events of the Iron Cage, where Rogal was baited into attacking a vicious Iron Warrior stronghold, losing most of his remaining legion in the fighting due to his hot-headiness, only surviving because of Guilliman arriving to bail him out. It was after this that Rogal finally conceded to having the legions broken into chapters. But even worse, when Guilliman faced Fulgrim and the Emperor's children, who at this point were one of, if not the most powerful of the traitor legions due to them taking low casualties on Terra and still having their Primarch active, Fulgrim slit G-Man's throat and put him into his 10,000-year coma, taking the loyalists...
Cutthroat, literally. Bro, 10,000-year coma. I'm gonna keep it real. Now, usually, I do make fun of G-Thug for being slumped for 10,000 years. Bro was counting sheep for 10,000 years. Now, listen, I Alright, I usually say something like, oh, G-Thug was slumped for 10,000 years. That's y'all GOAT, right? But at the same time, I'm gonna keep it real, bro. Yo, if G-Thug was slumped for 10,000 years, yo, imagine me or you. Yo, we would have been slumped for eternity. No lie, bro.
Most effective Primarch off the board. At a similar time, Jagged-Eye, who didn't seem to be doing too much during the Scouring, chased some Dark Eldar into the webway.
He's so cool.
Again. So loyalist Primarchs started vanishing or dropping like flies. It did go both ways though. Conrad Kurz was assassinated / got assisted suicide.
Let's go, yo. I'm sorry, my bad. That ain't even funny to even celebrate nobody's assassination in real life. Yeah. At least I'm celebrating somebody's assassination in the video game. There's some people who celebrating people's assassination in real life. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Which isn't cool at all. Back to the video.
From a Calidus assassin, before the Night Lords were then attacked by the Ultramarines and scattered, losing most of their power. Khorne went full retard mode and drove the World Eaters into a vicious war with the Emperor's children, breaking up the few remaining World Eaters into minor warbands. Never go full retard. What about Corvus and Vulcan? Well, Vulcan wanted to rebuild his legion, so he kept the Salamanders out of most of the Scouring. It is said...
Bro, he's so smart. Bro, good job, GOAT. Like, that's something that I would do. Yo, GOAT, good job, bro. Wow, bro, what a great way to think with your brain. Like, yo.
That he personally hunted Fabius Bile to try put an end to the mad genius and his fucked up experiments, while Corvus went full emo mode.
Wait, what did he say? What did he do to Fabius Bile? What did he do?
Rebuild his legion, so he kept the Salamanders out of most of the Scouring. It is said that he personally hunted Fabius Bile to try put an end...
That's what I like to hear. Let's go!
...into the mad genius and his fucked up experiments, while Corvus went full emo mode, hiding in his tower sulking for a year before jumping into the Eye of Terror and hunting traitors, giving us that awesome showdown where Demon Bird Corvus bitch slaps Demon Prince Lorgar and forces him to run away. Vulcan was actually pretty traumatized after the heresy. The tortures of Conrad, the loss of most of his legion, the price he had to pay to keep Malcador alive on the throne, and then hearing about what the Emperor's children did on Terra. It really broke him. After his hunt for Fabius ended in failure, he went into exile for over 1,000 years and returned.
Bro, my GOAT needed a break. He went through all that torture, all that hurt. My GOAT needed a break. He's in Cancun, right? I've been telling y'all this for months, but y'all still don't listen to me. Yo, my GOAT is in Cancun right now, chilling. He's sipping pina coladas. That's what he's doing, right? I'm trying to tell y'all, but y'all not listening to me. Y'all say, "Oh, Vulcan is dead. Vulcan is this." No, he's not. He's chilling. Let the man chill. Everybody just needs to just chill out, bro. Leave my goat alone. Don't worry, goat. I got you.
For the events of the War of the Beast, but that is neither here nor there. Leman Russ also went into exile, going into the Eye of Terror in what many believe was an attempt to find and rescue Isha.
He looked like Edge from the WWE.
Who was one of the best options to potentially healing the Emperor. At a similar time to Leman's disappearance, Valdor also vanished. As the two legends are heavily connected via their spears, it's no coincidence that they vanished around the same time. Most tragically of all, towards the end of the Scouring, Dorn led a suicidal attack on a much larger Chaos fleet, boarding their ship and being seemingly torn apart and killed, although only his hand was recovered, with many still believing Dorn is alive somewhere. So if you're wondering how the Imperium went from this enlightened, science-focused empire of reason to a superstitious fuckfest of dogma and oppression, it's because none of the Primarchs stuck around. They struck out at the traitors and purged them from the Imperium, with all of them either falling in battle, vanishing, or going into exile, leaving only baseline humans to run things. However, it was enough. The traitors were pushed all the way back into the Eye of Terror, the only place the Loyalists couldn't scour them from. Mortarion, Magnus, and Angron had already been banished during the siege, so they were still stuck in the warp. Horus and Alpharius were dead, Omegon was in hiding, Lorgo was driven into his tower, and Fulgrim was sick of the heresy and just wanted to jerk off. And I think Perty was just gaming or something. The traitor legions had been smashed during the heresy, smashed during the Scouring, and then they started a huge civil war with each other in the Eye of Terror. It's no wonder that even with an Imperium with no Primarchs and a ton of issues, didn't have any problems with chaos for 10,000 years. Even during George Van Dyke's Age of Apostasy or the War of the Beast, two events that nearly ended the Imperium.
Alright, my bad, y'all. I tried to see if my mic was messed up after I hit it a little bit. I remember this dude, y'all. Do y'all remember this diabolical deviant? Yo, what he used to do was, bro, he used to fake like the Emperor would like give him like, you know, advice or pointers or whatever to like his female security guards. And bro, he'll walk up to his little, well, he wouldn't even walk. Yo, he'll command his female security guards to like give him the yeah. Bro, you know what I'm talking about, bro. All type of sexual favors and everything. Yeah. And then he'll be like, yeah, because the Emperor told you guys to do that to me. Like, bro, he would manipulate them. Yo, when the girl walked in on the Emperor and said, yo, Imp, so we've been going crazy on this dude, on this old man for like 4 years. Yo, we've been doing the best of our best to this old man. I just got a question, bro. How could you let something like that happen? You know, well, you know, we're supposed to be his security guards, not his porn stars. Like, bro, how could you let that happen? Yo, the Emperor's like, whoa. What are you talking about? Yeah, we be giving him the Glock 5000 for the last 5 years. Yo, the Emperor's like, yo, I've never said that before. As a matter of fact, I've never even told him that. The girl's like, yeah. Then the girls are like, they're like, wait a minute, but he says you told us that we had to do. The Emperor's like, no, never, bro. When I tell y'all, bro, they walked into that room with this dude. See, he had the biggest smile on his face and everything. Bro, he was grinning like the Grinch on Christmas, bro. I'm talking about he was smiling from ear to ear like the Grinch, bro. He thought he was about to get his morning fix. Oh, yeah, they about to fix something in the morning. Yo, those girls came in, bro. Molly-whopped them, gave them the beats. Yo, had bro doing the Macarena. Bro, lit him up like the 4th of July. They did anything they want to. Hey, they got rid of him. Deceased. Gone. Bro, I'll never forget this dude, bro. Ever.
Imperium, chaos was still silent, as even at
My bad,
its
y'all. Sorry about
weakest,
that.
the Imperium was still stronger than chaos. It took 10,000 years of Abaddon reuniting the traitors,
Bro,
as well as
cologne smells
rearming
so
and
good.
recruiting for them to be a threat once again. The Scouring was vicious, and I guarantee there will be some juicy lore in it. The broad strokes I just gave are only what we know happens.
It smells so
It would
good,
be
y'all.
awesome to see what Leman got up to when he went to the Eye of Terror. What was the context of Jaggedeye going into the Webway, and what then happens to him in there? I'm also hoping, although the Scouring will still be grimdark, that it does give us moments of satisfaction for the Loyalists after everything they had endured. The first Scouring book, Ashes of the Imperium, will drop this year, and likely will handle the immediate aftermath of the Siege of Terror. I'm expecting a fair bit of politics and clashing between those that weren't at Terror during the siege and those that were. I can imagine a lot of resentment there, especially from Rogal, who was mentally broken from the experience. I deliberately haven't dived too deep today into those major plot points that we know about, as there is a very good chance most will have their details changed, new details will be added in, and entire sections could be completely retconned, so it would be confusing as fuck. I just wanted to butter up your butthole a bit and give you some context in preparation for the Scouring series. Exciting time to be a 40k fan. Then again, every day is an exciting day to be a 40k fan. If you enjoyed the video,
True. That is true. Shout out to my boy Majorkill, man, for this video. Other than that, man, if you guys enjoyed my reaction, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Also, man, make sure you guys follow my Twitch, twitch.tv/KingIndy with 2 Ys. I'm going live on that every single day. And obviously, y'all know, bro, I post videos on here every single day. Like I said, there will be Warhammer videos tomorrow. There will also be State of Play, PlayStation Showcase, State of Play, whatever it's called tomorrow as well. I forgot, bro. No, I'm pretty sure it's State of Play. And then I think there's a separate thing called PlayStation Showcase. So there will be PlayStation State of Play videos tomorrow at around like probably after, you know, the State of Play is over with, because, you know, I think it's around like 30 minutes long, and I think it starts at 5 p.m. Eastern time. So if you're in Cali, it's gonna start at 2, and I think if you're in like the UK, it'll probably start at like 10 or like 11. I don't know. Work out the times, yo. Other than that, man, thank y'all so much for watching the video, man. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna see y'all at fixing them out. I'll see y'all in the stream, or I'll see you guys in another video. Peace out, everybody.